Um, Tonight and all future Warrior broadcast shows are brought to you with only the help of Mr. Meltzer and one of our seniors, Ben Summer. Ben Summer put all of this together. We've been Google meeting back and forth over the last 2 days, coming up with ideas. He's got some amazing ideas with his classmates for some future shows for Wake Up Waldwick. But I'm going to try to do a weekly live broadcast to all of you, and I know they are as well, and I'll have some more details about that show coming up later. Students, you got to tell you were amazing this past week. You rose to the occasion and you did what we asked, and you made it work. So I just want to thank you. To the teachers, you made it happen. You got it done. We had 2 or 3 days to put all this together, and you rallied. You found a way. You came out of some of your comfort zones to embrace all the technology that we're incorporating, and you're doing what's best for our students. So thank you. To the parents, thank you for supporting us, for cooperating with us. We know this has turned your lives upside down as well. You don't expect to be home all day. You didn't go to school to be a teacher, and you're there now doing it with us day to day. So any help you can give us, all the cooperation, it's amazing. So I want to thank you as well. Let me talk to the students first. We're going to get through this. We're going to get back to normalcy at some point. We all have to just take our time, slow down, and make sure that we're taking care of ourselves. I always try to say to you, your mental health and your well-being is one of my #1 priorities. So that still stands. Whether you're at home or in school, you matter more than anything. So if you need something, your guidance counselors are available. All the counselors, Ms. Husett, Ms. Gassman, Ms. Fortini. If you have a case manager, Ms. Fabo, Ms. Reefy, Ms. Aljovic, please send them an email, reach out. They'll get on the phone and call you. They'll set up a Google Meets. Whatever needs to be done, there is a person out there for you. We want to make sure you know that and understand that. What you can control. There's a lot of stuff going on out in the world there. I think Ben's going to add a slide for me. But what you can control out in the world is things that you have the ability to. And don't let anything else interfere with that. But you do have to understand that it's important that we follow all these guidelines and that we follow the rules of social distancing and that we take care of each other and we wash our hands and we clean the surfaces. All those things that you may think, your mom, dad, aunt, and uncle, whoever it may be, are going crazy or too far out there. They're looking out for you. They're looking out for themselves, and we have to look out for each other. So just please remember those things and don't stress what other people are doing. You can't control that. You only can control what you can control. We got to try to keep to some routines, everybody. So there's a blue slide that Ben's going to share with you that are just a couple things that I want you to keep in mind day to day. And they're important because we have to stay on track to the best of our ability with our coursework. So please make sure you're checking your emails. Make sure you are following through on Google Classroom and checking on your assignments. You're checking in daily with 8:45 check-in for attendance and getting that submitted. So that is important. Your teachers are there for you. So reach out to them if you need something, as well as reaching out to classmates. If there's somebody in class that you haven't talked to in a while or you haven't seen via FaceTime or Google Meets or a text message, just reach out, say hello, check in on them. We don't want people sitting alone at lunchtime in the cafeteria, or we don't want people sitting home alone in front of a computer all day, not having some social interaction. So let's keep on top of that. I'm trying to keep a routine by sending out those morning remind messages to you, what day it is. The morning music is going out every morning from YouTube Music. So you can watch a video, you can listen to some songs out there. And then I started sending out birthday wishes last week. So I'm putting them on Instagram. I think they're getting better and better each time I post a video. So I'm just trying to have fun with it, trying to make people laugh and smile and forget about what else the world is going through right now. So if I miss somebody, it's because they didn't want to be put out on social media. So I am wishing them a happy birthday on Remind, but they're choosing not to publicize it. So that's cool. That's their choice. But I didn't forget anybody. I'm making sure I got all the students. I have a list, and I'm working my way through it. So, seniors, let me talk to you a second. My heart hurts for you, the class of 2020. We're going to figure it out. We're going to make it something special. I promise you. I will do everything I can to make sure this comes together in some way. I wanted to say this at the beginning of the show, and I forgot, but let me just put it out there now. Everything I'm sharing with you now is from the heart, and I am sharing information of what I know at the moment. This whole entire virus has changed day by day, minute by minute. So please don't hold me to something on March 22nd that I said against me in the future. My intentions are all the best, and that's what I keep trying to do. So seniors, prom, what we've done already is we've secured a backup date in case our May date does not work out. So we're being proactive. We have a date set. We have the place. We have buses. We're working on the DJ. So all those things are moving along as if we are going to have prom at some point later this year. Graduation, again, I will do everything in my power to make sure you guys have a graduation some way, somehow. I will do my very best, and I can promise you that I will do all I can, making sure that it's safe for everybody, but to figure out a way to get some type of graduation for you. So you guys are in good hands. Ms. Kemmer and I are really working behind the scenes to try to take care of those things and think about what we can to make it a special year. So I know you're upset. I know it's discouraging, but we're working everything we can on that. I did receive a couple of questions that I want to kind of jump into a little bit here. First one came up was related to AP testing. So the AP testing is putting some things out. Ben, there's a slide for AP testing. There you go. So they're going to be able to take the test online at home. 45-minute free response exams, 2 testing dates, which we don't know the dates of yet. We're still waiting on that. And they're working with the colleges to figure out how they're going to accept them. They have a plan in place. They have communicated some of their plans to myself and to the AP teachers around the country. So more information will be being released by them in the near future. They're also putting out resources. They're putting out videos, tutorials for AP level students to get those tests and you guys ready for them. So look for that from your AP teachers in the coming week, probably. And, that's kind of where we stand with AP. SAT and ACT, their tests have been canceled for April and May. So if you were signed up for them, you should have received an email from those different organizations giving you some information about that. And if you're automatically registered for the next ones in June, or you're going to have to re-register. Both of their sites and their Twitter accounts have great information on them. So please, juniors, seniors, actually sophomores and juniors, you guys should be the ones looking at them and seeing what information is being posted. Our April 10th grade PSAT 10 test, that's up in the air right now. We will keep that updated as we know more. Other questions, let's see here. So if students are having trouble with homework, your teachers are available in the afternoon. Please reach out to them. I know a lot of them have done individual Google Meets with students. They've gone back and forth with email. They've created video tutorials to try to help students the best they can. We don't know if you don't share information with us. So please reach out to your teachers, say you're struggling, say you're confused, say you're behind, and be proactive in communicating with them. Mr. Hagan just jumping on, and we are still holding June SAT and ACT testing at Waldwick as long as we're in school. So that's an update from Mr. Hagan live here as we're doing this. So another question was about graduation and senior events. I think I answered that earlier. We will do everything we can to make sure that that goes on. NJSLA testing. I know nothing about it right now. That part is up to the state. We're still waiting for communication from them on a lot of things, but that testing being one of them. So once we do know, we will let everybody know where that stands. I know there are things out there that, President Trump waived the requirement for state testing, but that doesn't mean each individual state is going to do that. So that is a state by state question that once we do know, we will get that information right back to you. Marking period 3 ends on the 27th, I believe, which is next week, or the end is Friday. So there is no time, there is no excuses for not having enough time to get assignments done and completed. So I advise you all, after I'm done tonight, to go on to Genesis Gradebook, check where you stand. If you have anything missing or incomplete, you follow up with your teacher first thing tomorrow morning. Do not let it wait. I don't plan on letting teachers give incompletes for third marking period because we've had enough time to get things done. If there are questions or concerns, I need you to reach out to your teacher so they're aware and they can be addressed. But there's no excuse of lack of time right now to get assignments done and completed. Someone just asked, but tomorrow is a day 1. In school tomorrow, we will have a day 1 schedule. Another question came in about graduation requirements. Yes, all graduation requirements are still intact for seniors that need courses to graduate. So please stay on top of that. A lot of you have grades that are in jeopardy for some of them. They need to get taken care of. And now is the time to really buckle down and focus and get those things done. Spring sports. Mr. Mayor and I have not received any information regarding spring sports at this time. Once we do know, we will communicate that out to everybody as soon as possible. I know the state, I know coaches around the state want to do everything they can to hold a modified season. Again, the safety and well-being of everybody comes first, unfortunately, before we get back to school or sports are going on. So we will just continue to play that by ear. Gradebook we will try to keep Gradebook open while grades are being inputted. I will check with Ms. Cassidy tomorrow on that to see if that's something we can do so everybody can stay up to date with their scores and grades. Just scrolling through some of the, yes, my haircut. Thank you. A little one did a good job on that. So I see that question coming out in the chat here. A lot of shout outs to Ben. Yes, Ben, you did an awesome job with this thing so far today. Just want to finish up with communication. I've been trying to get information out to you, but not overwhelm you. Whether you're checking my Twitter account for some positive information out there, resources for teachers, for other educators on how they're getting through this tough time we're all in. And sharing a lot of information there. The principals blog, I'm going to try to put as much information on that as I can as we go forward, making sure all the information is communicated all in one spot so you have it. All right. I think that's all I have, and I don't see, I'm going to check any more questions. Right, juniors, Ms. Stokes just pointed out, juniors only have to take the science portion of the NJSLA. They don't have to do math or English, so it only applies to the 9th and 10th graders. That went into effect last year. All right, everybody. So Thank you for tuning in. Thank you for watching. If you have any questions, if you need anything, reach out via email, or students, you can always get me on Remind. But I'm thankful. Ben, are we offline? Yeah, we lost it. We dropped it. I don't know if you guys are hearing me or not. We might have had a little technical difficulty there. But we're just going to we're signing off. We're going to thank everybody for tuning in and checking in. We're going to post this video once we're done, I believe, on the principal's blog, as well as it'll be on the YouTube channel. And then just last thing, there's going to be a new Wake Up Waldwick, I believe, live show coming to you guys every Monday night at 7 or 7:30. Ben, what time? 7 p.m. Let me correct myself. 7 p.m. A live Warrior broadcast show, Wake Up Waldwick, coming to you. So right after your nightly news at 6:30, stay tuned for 7 o'clock to our YouTube channel to get a weekly show produced by the students with the help of Mr. Meltzer. And we're excited about that. And I think we just try to bring some normalcy to our world. Also, we're going to have a student council meeting this week. Mr. Freeman will be sending something out to them. I'd like to try to plan some home spirit days, have some fun, figure out ways to try to make the day go a little bit quicker. So, all right. Thank you, everybody. Stay safe, and I will talk to you soon. Thank you.